Hi, and welcome to Shiboyugi episode 7. Last week we have a new death game explained to us. We know the rules, we know the goal, and also how it kinda ended. So I'm kinda scared to know how it continues. It takes place in a public bath, in an onsen. The goal is that there's around 30 players, probably more. They all have, well, not all, some of them have some tags that you use to get out of the game, but there's not enough tags for everyone. So, two groups have formed. The what I call the nice group and then the evil group. The evil group is led by Mishiro, a previous player we've seen in game 28, I believe it was. Um, well, it didn't really go well by the end of it. The evil group started attacking the nice group, and that's how the episode ended, by a bunch of bodies on the floor destroyed, a bunch of cotton everywhere, and if you know the context, that means there's blood everywhere. In this case, the blood turns into cotton. Um, I don't know how it's going to continue. A bunch of the good ones have died. We haven't seen all of them. I have a few questions though, since last episode. We've seen them make traps in this weird bamboo forest thingy. Uh, why did we not see any of the traps work? I mean, we didn't see much of it yet. Maybe some of the evil group has stepped in the traps. Or is it really what I think it is, and just this one little girl who attacked and killed everyone? Surely not, right? Right? Surely they wouldn't do that. Not just one girl killing everyone. I've only seen one from the other team, so I'm wondering how it's gonna continue. But I'm writing here, episode 7. I have the copy here in front of me, ready. Sorry for the bright background. I might just, you know what, let me remove this chair. And at the same time, let me just put this here because I keep forgetting to move this since last time. You can still see it, but whatever. I can close it a little bit. Let's just do that. Otherwise, no. I'm good. Am I good? No. Let me do this. Oh god, that's the opposite. There we go. A little bit better. I mean, it's still clear here, but whatever. I can just close that too. So, I have the copy ready here. I hope you have yours because I'm gonna count down in 3, 2, 1, now. That's loud. Here goes the cotton. Oh no. Damn. Wait. Is this? No, 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 no. She's dead. I thought it was from Death Game number 1, the blondie. Oh, this has to be like a previous game where Mishiro went on a rampage and killed everyone. Okay, we don't know. Wait, this is the little girl. Hmm. Well, not really to kill someone. God, I hate Michiro. I don't know, something about her just ugh, irks me. Opening? No opening. Oh, okay. Hmm. Ah, so this is gonna be a heavy episode. Good. Dot 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 dot. Good luck. Oh God, what happened? What did she do? What kind of monster is this little girl? How is she able to fight everyone? We don't even get to see how she fought all of these. What? Why? How? Man, even the tomboy died. What the f? Jesus Christ. Just cuts her foot? Her. Oh, not the foot. The. I'm so confused right now. I'm pissed that they don't explain or show. Is she luring into a trap? This is so unlike her. Oh, please don't. I don't know what to say. There's so many. Did she though? Wow. Okay. Never seen her like that before, which is surprising to me. Well, there goes your finger. Temporarily, probably. Ooh. Okay, she lived. Okay, good. No, please explain. What the fuck is up with this girl? Well, there's only half the episode over. Why? He just lifted her up with one arm. What the fuck? I'm. I don't know what to say. I. I don't know how. I'm so conflicted. And now she's out. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is the place where we saw stuff on fire. Okay, she knows how to bait her. So that's what the hairpin symbolizes. Like a Jacob's ladder, or whatever it's called. Just like that. She probably had like a tag on her. Yeah. What? Don't tell me the tank blocked the bullet. How could she have predicted the trajectory? How do you even get through this? If you have a tank, shouldn't you just be able to live? What? I'm so I have so many questions. Wow, okay, so just like that. Girl, I don't think you're gonna be able to play another 69 games. What the fuck? Why? I was wrong, by the way, in the previous episodes. I thought this was a family member, but apparently it's an agent. Well, I wasn't really wrong. I did mention something along those lines. I I so many questions from this episode alone that I'm so conflicted. Also, I called it. I knew that Tomboy was gonna die. If you talk about your future plans, uh, what? No, fuck her, man. I'm not glad. Oh, she's talking about her. So she only lost because she let her live twice or even three times before. Up for the next game? Oh, please turn off the alarm. GG's. Uh, oh my god, okay. Ugh. What a weird outcome of this episode. So many things I haven't even noticed anything down. Oh my god. Hold on. I need to think for a second. I like this anime because it portrayed a realistic-ish way of death games in anime. That means everyone's human, there's no magic. Well, if you don't count the futuristic self-preservation method, like that blood turning into wool, which honestly I wouldn't even be surprised if there's a chemical or something that you put a drop on top of blood and it turns into um, some sort of cotton-like texture. uh, if you disregard that, it's a pretty realistic take on what a Saw or what was the other game, Squid Game-ish style of death game in anime. Why did they suddenly introduce a lolly, like a little girl who somehow can just kill like how many people did we say? 13 people alone? Alone? Well, what? They talked something about, and I assume that symbolically meant, not literally, how she is built like a killer robot. How instead of flesh she has metal. I I doubt that's the real to be taken literally. Uh, I'm so confused. What was the point of hiding the tags on in the dirt in the bamboo forest? What was the point of all those traps they made? What was the point of having a treasure, having a peaceful group, a group that knew, kind of tried to self defend themselves? We didn't see anything of that. It just skipped it all. I kind of want to see the what was it? The manga, the novel? I need to recheck this every single time because I keep forgetting. Um, the light novel. I should probably look up on that. I mean, there's an alternative source, which is a manga. Maybe that too. What the fuck happened in this mini game? In this death game? What? Where, where did everyone else from the evil group go? I mean, did they just stand there in silence and then leave all on their own? Who the fuck is? Oh my god. Okay, and Mishiro letting Yuki live three times because once, well, two and a half. The first time it's what the fuck was her name? The girl, Riko, who killed everyone. The little girl. The first time Riko somehow left her alive because Mishiro wanted it so. First time leaving her alive. Second time, she starts punching her face on the floor and then cuts her bindings, lets her live there again. And then the third time they fight in the water, she strangles her underwater and then she lets her go. The third time what? Why? I know she wanted to kind of have the fantastical 1v1, and at the same time she didn't really want to win. She kind of wanted to be let go of this world. So in a sense, it makes sense that she didn't want to end it there and continue to play another game. But I'm more mad. I'm more mad about um Rico, who massacred everyone else, and we didn't get to see how or why. I Not even her bio says anything about her. It's just a little girl, yay, hee hee, who somehow can kill everyone else for whatever reason. That aside, what was even the goal of the game? I mean, you can leave with a tag, but there's two machine guns firing at anyone who steps over the line, whether you have a tag or not. I might be overthinking here, but what if you need the tag? And that's so stupid. What if you need the tag to block a bullet of the machine guns? The machine guns detect the metal, and they shoot it once on it in order for you to be able to leave. That's so stupid. I'm sure it's not that. That's so dumb. But what are the chances of? Yeah, no. Before I get to that, how do you even get past it? We have Yuki who had a tag. Why did Rico get shot and not Yuki? I need to rewatch that scene. Here, okay. Two bullets. Two bullets are fired. You can see both machine guns fire at the same time. Is it actually what I just said, that the machine guns will shoot at the tag? Because the bullet got caught in the tag number 0 that she had. It's there's not enough explanation in this anime. I do not understand that. I wish they would give me more information. Give me injecting it into my veins. Give me the information. I know the show keeps everything vague, and that's, I wanted to compare it so many times to it, but I didn't say anything. It reminds me a lot of the whole Gatari series, the way it's portrayed. It goes back and forth and back, and then it shows a future scene, and then back in the flashbacks, and then back in previous, and in a quick sequence also. Except that Gatari has this surrealistic style of cinematography. It switches. It uses sound effects, camera clicks every 5 seconds, chapter numbers, the text from the light novel. It kind of has a similar vibe. I know it's not the same, obviously. It just reminds me of that, where instead of the not the complication, but the over usage of creative ways that Gatari uses to transition between one scene to the next, kind of nerf that times 100, make it easier to watch, and you get this anime. But that's the kind of anime that just leaves so much information out on purpose, either for I've seen other anime do that, either for the reason of you finding out by yourself by reading the light novel or the manga, or in other anime like Atari, I assume, in order for you to figure out yourself or get your own ideas of what was meant when the girl said this and the boy said that. In this anime, the same thing happens. And I wanna say, just to be clear, just to clarify, it's beautifully edited, it's beautifully written, directed, and the writing is nice. It's lovely to watch. It feels like watching a cinematic movie. It's just a lot of information goes missing in this way, and I hope they kind of retroactively explain a few things, a few key details. I know a few things they are not going to explain because, as I said again in the previous episodes, a lot of things I still have tiny little questions that never really got answered. I assume it's gonna stay the same for this, but yeah, no, it's I don't know. I don't know. It's I have to look it up. I have to look it up. I don't know what the goal of this game was, or not the goal, what the solution was to get out of this place. We've seen both machine guns shoot twice. If I'm right, that's a stupid game mechanic, and it's so it has to be so specific where the machine guns shoot a tiny piece of metal, maybe hidden under the clothes, whatever. Futuristic technology. Riko died instantly, and Yuki didn't, even though she just dropped her tag on the floor and walked up, and even though the machines were still beeping, giving a warning beep, and we don't know how she got out. I assume through the door normally, but maybe it's one shot, but whatever. I'm overthinking this. It's probably way simpler than that. I just wish it would make more sense. It's not logical as it is now. The other point is I don't understand fully. I kind of understand Mishiro, why she didn't want to continue, why she let well, technically she didn't let Yuki kill her. I assume Yuki got lucky with a an uppercut, literally uppercut on her throat or something. I don't think we've seen any blood when she drowned. Yeah, there's no cotton or anything. She falls into the water, no cotton on her face or neck or anything. But maybe that's just to make it look beautiful. I assume she just got killed right there and then. But by fighting her, I mean, I assume maybe that's the way she wanted it to go out, either her or the other. So she kept giving her chances, but I don't know. This felt more like a suicidal move from Michio. And if that's the case, then I'm sorry for her. Not really. I'm not really sorry for her. She was a bad person. She killed people. She acted like a princess and got a lot of good people killed by apparently a fucking child who can 1v30 people. Anyways, another thing I've seen in this episode. So many things. I'm so. Yuki was portrayed as this cold-hearted, not cold-hearted, but emotionless, strong-willed in a sense. In order to beat all of those games, she didn't show any weakness at all, and then suddenly, what pisses me off is that still Rico, this child, somehow just managed to not only kill everyone, but also capture Yuki. And we didn't even get to see how. At least that would kind of give me satisfaction to see some reasoning on how it happened. She showed a lot of weakness, a lot of I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. She kept running away. She admitted to be scared. She admitted that she had the upper hand in the previous game, but not in this one. I didn't really like that, even though it felt more human, it felt more realistic. It showed us that Yuki has a human side behind those ice cold stone German word emotionless facial features, ice. She was just completely as if she was not there in every game, or just being on her own. She was, in a sense, egoistically, but also not showing it. So, like, that doesn't make sense. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean. She was just completely emotionless, and she didn't want to show anyone a smile or a sad face. She did, I think, smile once, but whatever. Um, And somehow in this episode, she behaved completely different, like a completely different person. Call it character development, call it character downgrade, upgrade. I don't know. I kind of liked her emotionless state, even though that doesn't make sense. I know I'm known for having bad taste, bad opinions. I'm not ashamed to say it. I kind of wish they would remain to keep her the way she was before, and because the way she is now, she kind of acted like anyone else in this episode, where they are all kind of scared of themselves, for themselves, for their lives, which makes sense again. But she felt just completely helpless, completely useless at some point. She was gonna die not only once, not only twice, not only 3 times, not only 4 times with the bullet at the end, and we've seen her a scene. Also, this is completely. I'm gonna talk about this later. Not only 4 times did she almost let herself get killed, she just luckily survived this game. And I know they keep talking about the Wall of 30, the curse of 30 games. I assume people who have played 30 games, which seems weird that there's more than one, somehow die at the 30th game. Maybe the 30th game, this one here, official number 30, is a game where it's known to kill almost everyone except for a few of them. And I didn't see anyone else. I think we didn't see anyone else survive this game. No, there's a few. Hold on. Yeah, there's a few that left the game. Uh, although I don't really see their face, only the hair color. I don't remember if they were in the good team or not. We see the agent of Mishiro just standing there with a red umbrella, uh, wondering where she is. But yeah, a few did survive. Okay, so I don't know. There's a lot of information is missing in this episode. I know it's made on purpose for us to think about it, but I kind of wish we had the answers. I'm gonna try and look it up, but most probably I'm gonna write a note and do it at the very end of the anime because I'm so scared to actually spoil myself. So I'm gonna leave that. Um, Other than that, I don't think I missed out on anything. There's a one scene where they showed Yuki walking on a highway, kind of like on a suicidal walk, if that makes sense. Where she admitted that this time Mishiro managed to trip her up. Uh, Context: depression. We don't know. Yeah, it's I'm skimming through it and I don't see anything more worth to talk. A lot of unanswered questions. Her fingers are gone, by the way. That's another thing. I didn't even know that was a possibility in this type of game where you cut off your leg and then they can reattach it, but somehow the fingers got lost in the drain. So, unlucky. How is she going to continue? I don't know. Is she going to play another 69 games? I don't think at all that she will. We still have the promise of the previous game's father, or in game 28 or whatever that was, that they want to stop these types of games. Is it going to be a plot point, an important point in these types of games, that in the middle of the game some huge explosion is going to happen, everyone leaves, everyone screams? We don't know. If it's going to be like a escape the portal game type of escape, or if it's going to be something completely different, we'll see. I know a lot of things probably don't make sense, are not meant to make sense, and it's just for the dramatization of the anime. I know that's a huge point. I love realism in anime, and it's really rare to find an anime that is realistic. Hence why a lot of anime that I have in my all-time favorites are as realistic as they can be. And then I'm not saying that I don't like unrealistic anime. A lot of anime that I watch and that I love are completely unrealistic. Take, for example, Girls in Panza, where they shoot each other with fucking bullets in tanks and no one dies. Because why the fuck not? Because it's fun. I'm just saying that if an anime tries to be realistic from early on, I love that it stays realistic. And this anime managed to bring some unlogical moves to my face. Oh my god. Okay. I it's been I finished the episode and I already discussed everything and I came upon someone explaining a non-spoiler explanation of this episode. Apparently, a lot of things in this anime have been changed or left out, cut out, compared to the light novel or the manga. And I'm just gonna put it here and I'm gonna read it with you. A lot of things now make more sense. I still have some questions, but especially my three biggest questions about why is Rico, the little girl, so strong? Whatever happened with everyone dying? Why did everyone die? And I don't remember what the other points were. Why Yuki showed so much weakness, which technically makes sense. It's just her being human. Anyways, here's the text I found, and I'm gonna read it with you. So, an explanation for anime onlys. This episode really changes a lot of stuff from manga and a light novel for the worse. I don't know if we can call it for the worse, but we'll see. Yuki, the main protagonist, realizes too late that there are 2 baths, and thus 100 total players instead of 50. The baths only connect at the entrance, where the 2 machine guns were, where Mishiro was camping, and the open air bath on the opposite side of the building where Yuki is. So there's a whole big room, which was, I assume, the bamboo garden thingy, which was splitting the whole room into 2, and we only saw one side. I don't know how we could have ever figured that out. She did say in the last episode, "Oh my god, how could I have forgotten about this? How could I have not known about this?" Mishiro sends an entire team led by Riko to ambush them by scaling the wall between the 2 sides of the bath, of the open air bath. This results in 1 death and all of their keys being stolen. At this point, their only options are to stay and die, or rush the girls at the entrance and hope for the best. Makes sense until here. I did not know that this happened. There was such a huge cut from one chapter to whatever few chapters they cut out. I get it. They need to compress it for the anime, but holy shit, this explains so much. That's why also it says here Yuki, Azuma, and a few others start running to the entrance, which we've seen at the end of the last episode, but get intercepted by Mishiro and her lackeys, who trip and drown everyone but Yuki. Okay, sure. That's then when we saw the cut, and then suddenly Yuki was had her legs bound and her arms and whatever. Mishiro and Yuki have their final showdown, we've seen that, which ends with Yuki stabbing Mishiro through the neck. So I was right. It was a slice through the neck, Mishiro died. Why she let Yuki live 3 times, I don't know. Maybe it was her way of wanting to go out in a fight, wanting to lose, but she did want to fight Yuki. Anyways, at the entrance, Yuki finds Riko waiting. We've seen that. They have a brief conversation and then a fight where Yuki just gets bodied. Because Riko has prosthetic metal limbs that easily break Yuki's arms. Ignore the last phrase. We didn't see Yuki's arms get broken. But who the fuck would have known that Riko had prosthetic arms? But who told me that did they show this? They didn't show it. In the beginning where we've seen Riko limbless because she lost all her limbs, they never ever mentioned anything about her prosthetics. We see her having normal looking arms and legs and feet and everything, hands. Never would I have guessed that she had metal arms. Anyway, continuing it says that, which explains how she was so strong. In a sense, if you have prosthetics, you're not somehow magically stronger than everyone else. But whatever. Anime's logic, she became superhuman because of those metal arms. In a last-ditch effort, Yuki dons some shoes from an already unlocked locker. We've seen those boots, the rain boots, to cross the electrified floor. Apparently, that's an electrified floor. Did the anime ever say that? No. We've seen stuff burning on it, which I assumed was the traps, machine gun, something, fire, flamethrower. But no, they were not flamethrowered or shot or anything. The floor really is electrified. Hence why there's burning cotton on the floor. That means someone probably stepped on it and turned into dust and started burning to death. Now it makes sense why there's this weird brownish cage besides the entrance. That's the whole floor electrified. And when they step on there, they do have indeed those rubber boots. Now, I don't remember Yuki. Did she... Not Yuki, but did Riko have boots on her hands? So Yuki climbs on top of the furniture, barefooted. But Riko has... No, yeah, we don't see her arms, but she has boots on her feet. And the comments here says, in a last-ditch effort, Yuki dons some shoes from an unlocked locker to cross the electrified floor. In this case, the anime, they completely removed that. She walked on top of the furniture. And Riko pursues her on all fours, wearing shoes on her hands and feet. We didn't see that, only on her feet. Yuki kicks up a corpse that had been shot and electrified earlier for trying to leave without the right shoes, and it makes contact with Riko and the floor, allowing the current to pass through her body and kill her, which is especially effective due to her metal limbs. This whole thing they just left out. Instead of doing this, they did something with bullets. How would I have survived the 2 machine guns if the light novel and manga didn't even have machine guns? They had just the electrified thing. And I assume with the tag that they had, the metal tag, oh my god, it all makes sense now. The metal tag is to open a locker that gives you those boots, and those are technically your key to leave the place because you have to cross the electrified place. But no, they never ever mention anything about the usage of those tags. What? What the fuck was the whole point of this machine gun story? What? Oh my god. Oh, it makes so much more sense. If the tags become completely useless in the anime. Completely useless. Because they never explain what the machine guns are for. The machine guns detect if you have boots on? No, because Reiko got fucking shot in the face by a machine gun. What was the point? How do you trick? How do you go past it so the machine guns don't shoot you? We don't know. Apparently, whoever wrote this episode also doesn't know, because the anime clearly, the light novel and the manga clearly explained that you need the boots, and that's all. That's all you need. That's all you need. Just boots, the tag to open and to get the boots, and then you cross it. Okay. She dies because apparently Yuki threw a body on Riko, who was wearing boots on her legs and feet, trying to get to Yuki apparently, and the body made the electricity conduct through her body, which had also metal arms, and it makes it worse. That would have been such a better explanation. Anyways, Yuki leaves the wait, did I yeah, Yuki leaves the building but without 3 of her fingers, which fell off and got zapped while she was fighting Rico. Again, we didn't see that. We saw apparently it happened in the water in the anime. She lost her fingers and it went down the drain. This would make more sense. Oh my god. The conversation Yuki has with her agent implies that her late start was a consequence of accidentally swallowing the transmitter from Kinko's dad, since it had to be removed first. They never mentioned it! They never mentioned anything about Kinko's dad's pill, and that they removed it! What? All we know is the agent saying something about, oh, we'll make sure that it'll never happen again. Whoopsie daisy. What? What do you mean, whoopsie daisy? You don't get to go like, oh yeah, it happened for some reason. We don't know, hee hee, tee hee, but we'll make sure it never happens again. Maybe they'll mention it again in the future, but oh my god. They left out so many good and valid information from this anime. This anime changed and cut a good bit of this, especially the fight with Rico. I agree that the anime kinda did the manga and light novel dirty. Again, it looks fantastic. It looks amazing. But a lot of things would have been explained a lot better. We never knew that this was an electrified floor and wall. We could have only assumed it by seeing the burning wool on the floor, and at least show like a little effect, like a zap, and instantly everyone knows. Oh, okay, electricity, danger. Just a tiny little detail like that. And I don't think they did anything like that before. That would have explained why they suddenly have rain boots on. No one explained it. Why do they have tags? No one explained it. We didn't even see her open the things with the tag, did we? No, we only saw how she got punched by Rico and pushed into the closet that has those boots. But we never really saw. And then, oh my god, somehow the thing opens on its own without the usage of a key. Why? What? Again, no logic behind that. Why was this even happening? Why was this? Oh, I'm done. Okay, I'm done with this episode. I hope that they will explain a little bit more next episode. So much that could have been explained if the anime kept some of these details. They don't have to keep all the details, but just give us a little hint, a little idea, a little thing. Show us how someone opens the little locker with the key. Then we know what the keys are for. Explain to us what the machine guns are for. Don't just have the machine guns shoot at everyone. Ugh. Anyways, now I'm done for this episode. I'm gonna cut it here. Sorry for making it long. Sorry for ranting again. Holy shit. A lot of it has... I'm lucky to have stumbled upon this. By accident. I was looking at the episode again, and then I see someone comment saying that it's a spoiler-free explanation for those who only watch the anime. Thank fuck I've seen this. Otherwise, I would have been there the whole week without knowing what the fuck happened in this episode. Again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.